Hi guys, old man Chris, back in the shop for another quick review, probably the last review for a while I think. Set of 5 hole cutters, metric, 16 to 30 mil, this is the 30. They took a while to come actually, been waiting for them. Anyway, kindly sent by Banggood for me to have a look at. Basically I've tested or concentrated on one size, the 25, in some 18 gauge steel and then some 8th aluminum. Actually pretty darn good. Hole cutters, those sort of things, well for me anyway, I never use them a lot. The sort of things you want on hand for the odd occasion when you do want a larger hole and you want to make it fairly quickly. Sometimes you can punch the hole in thin material using a hydraulic approach, but the rotary hole cutter, very useful. I think I mentioned when I was describing them the kerf, shall we say, is about 332, so you've got quite a lot of tooth doing the work. I was running on steel anyway, running it at about 500. On the aluminum I upped it a bit to about 600, 650. And one slight problem with the aluminum, which I described, is not a problem with the cutter, it's the material. You get chips that can get caught up in the spring and also clog the teeth a little bit. Otherwise good. Not absolute concentric truth, but very, very slight discrepancy. Not enough to matter for this sort of purpose. So I'll give them good marks. I'm quite pleased with those, and I think they're very good value. I haven't actually checked, I'll do that. I had to check that, and I'd forgotten. $12.99, 13 bucks. With free shipping. That's pretty darn good. As I say, I don't use hole cutters that often, but my word, they're useful to have on hand. So I'd give those a big thumbs up. Certainly for occasional use. Brilliant. Alright, there you go. That's the last review for now, I think. Whether I'll get in to do a larger project, still slightly in doubt, but we'll hopefully get out here for something. Won't disappear off the face of the earth totally, hopefully. Alright, see you before too long guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. The latest here for a quick review. 5-piece Holesaw set. 16 to 30 mil. I forget which size is which, we'll look at that in a minute. So it comes in the box, and then inside 5 rather nice holders. This is the 30 mil. Got the spring on the drill, got an Allen wrench there for securing the drill in the boss. I'll check the other sizes in a minute. So we've got 16, 18, 20, 25 and 30 millimeter, and the cutter is on a right hand thread. That can be removed. They appear to be quite nicely finished. Don't know how hard they are until we try. And the drill grind looks okay. Appears to be a split point. The springs are a bit tight on the drill, but that shouldn't matter. So we'll set up, we'll just do a trial cut on a piece of sheet metal steel and some aluminum. See how they behave. I'll probably try the 25mm as a compromise. I'm not going to try every single one, but the 25mm I think will do us for a test. Now these have quite wide teeth, and I think the width of the tooth is just under an eighth, bit under an eighth, 332. So it's got quite a lot of contact area. I'm not going to run too fast here. We'll probably run at about 500 and see how that performs. And I'm going to use lube. This is only about 18 gauge, and I wouldn't reckon to use hole cutters on particularly thick material. So we'll try this, see how we get on. Might have been running a little bit fast, but with some lube I think we're okay. So I thought I'd push it a little bit. Let's just have a look. Pretty clean hole. Quite reasonable. Slight burr on the exit side, which one would expect, and a quick round with the Noga soon take care of that. Otherwise pretty good. The spring does quite a good job. It pushes out the blank. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now we're trying a piece of aluminum here, 2" by 1/8, regular 60-61. Let's see how we perform. We'll probably get the speed up a little bit, and we'll use some rubbing alcohol for chip dispersal. Got a little bit of build-up of chips there, more or less through. Clean chips again, a little bit of build up on one or two specific teeth. And that's affecting it. getting quite warm. There we are, that got through. That got through all right. Just catching a bit on chips getting caught up in the teeth. Otherwise, okay. There we are, that's a nice hole. Like with the steel, little burr to get rid of there with the Noga. But not bad. We'll just take this out and have a look at it. On close inspection, the teeth are showing no wear at all that I can see. Nothing obvious anyway. They look pretty good. Perhaps the very slightest dulling because the coating has come off a little bit. One of the problems with the aluminum, apart from the fact the teeth clog a little bit, I did notice just now that there were some pieces of aluminum chips built up inside the spring, and that is probably why the end of the cut was a bit delayed, because we were getting chips interfering with the spring compression, so the last bit of the cut was not actually getting there. Otherwise, good. Very capable. Anything much thicker, I think I would use an annular cutter, but for thin material this seems pretty good. Just for completeness, I wanted to do another steel cut, so just put this 18 gauge back in, and I've got the 18mm. Doesn't run dead true in the chuck, but we'll see what we get. Right, Dumbo forgot to check the set screw, didn't he? Alright, try again. And again, a very satisfactory hole. Yeah, pretty good. And the cutter. Survived perfectly well. Yes. Good. Pretty good.